Hello, I'm Vicky and welcome to the Traveling Thyroid. This is going to be a channel about my journey and growth through the Autoimmune Paleo diet. I don't quite know where to start and I haven't cooked in this fashion before, but a little bit about myself. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism about 2 years ago. I had some indications and some symptoms that have been growing over a few months, but I made excuses and thought I was just working hard. I just hadn't been working out, I wasn't eating good, but when my doctor ran the labs, my TSH was greater than 50, and it was greater than 50 only because the device it was measured on didn't quantify higher than that because there's no need. At that point you need medicated. So since then I've been on Thyroid and I've done well on Thyroid. It's been over 2 years like I said, and it was a challenge to get medicated and find what my normal, what my dose would be to be in the euthyroid state. So I've been euthyroid for just under 2 years now, and I just recently actually dropped in my dosage of Thyroid from 150 to 137, but that's neither here nor there. Everybody's dosage of whatever form of thyroid replacement that they choose may vary, and that doesn't matter at the end. I don't have Hashimoto's. I've been tested for it in the sense of check my antibodies, and they're slightly elevated but not outside of a normal range according to my conventional doctor. I only see an endocrinologist right now, and I'd like to see a functional medicine doctor, but my insurance doesn't cover that. So after 2 years of being stable and normal in the euthyroid range, I have found myself wanting to do more for my health and myself. And so through reading and learning on some of the support groups on Facebook, like the Hashimoto's 411, or for thyroid patient only groups, it seems that many individuals with thyroid disease do really well once they go gluten-free and once they start eating healthy to protect their body and protect their immune system and not eat foods that challenge it per se. So after 2 years and finally, I'm stubborn. I love bread. I love cupcakes. I love pretty much everything that's processed. But as I've reflected on the past 2 years and I'm looking more for my long-term health, I actually would really like to eat in a more natural way. And so here I am, and I'd like to learn to cook in the AIP fashion. So anyhow, my goal with this is to learn how to cook and eat in accordance with Autoimmune Paleo, Autoimmune Protocol, and just overall be proactive about my health and what I eat in order to protect my body and my immune system. So I am planning to start cooking tomorrow in the Autoimmune Protocol style. And so I'd like to share some of the books I have that I'm going to be using or that I've used as a reference, or probably need to actually finish reading all the way through because I buy a book and I start it and then I don't finish it. Anyhow, cookbooks, I have Mickey Truscott's Autoimmune Paleo cookbook, and I have actually made a few recipes from here. I really like it. So I've tricked my husband and cooked for him under this, and he doesn't know, he just thinks it's really good. So he knows I am wanting to cook for us in the Autoimmune Paleo fashion or lifestyle, and we'll see how he does on this journey, whether he fully joins me or not. And I can't force him to, but as the primary cook, this is how I want to cook for my health, and he understands and supports that. Anywho, so this book is great, but it's daunting, and I work Monday through Friday, and I often travel. Like I've said before, I often travel on the weekends or for weeks or months at a time with my job, and so that may not be normal, but because of that, it's very hard for me I don't meal plan. I have not been that style of a cook, so this is a big change for me overall. But anyway, Autoimmune Paleo cookbook. I'm excited, but this is not what I'm going to start cooking from in the beginning, because this is very intense and I'm overwhelmed and intimidated. So I'm going to start with Christina Feindel of acleanplate.com with her book called 28 Days of One Pot AIP. And the reason I'm excited for this is it's simple, it does not seem as overwhelming, and you use a lot of your leftovers, and not that you don't with Mickey Trescott's stuff, but I think this is a nice ease in to the Autoimmune Paleo, Autoimmune Protocol lifestyle, AIP for short. That's what I often see it typed as or referred to as the AIP lifestyle, or AIP diet, or just AIP. But anyway, I went shopping today and I bought a ton of greens and a ton of vegetables, so that's exciting. We'll see how it goes. And anyway, a few other books that I've used or referenced, not AIP cooking. And this lady does not advocate the AIP lifestyle, but it is a grain-free lifestyle. It's Carrie Vitt, and it's called the Grain-Free Family Table. So once I become well-versed in AIP cooking, I'd like to make substitutions within this, because I also like her style of cooking, and I really like Carrie as a person. So another good book here, although I admit it is not AIP, so be very intentional when you read the recipes. All right. Like any other newly diagnosed thyroid patient, I went to Amazon and I bought nearly every book I could find other than The Idiot's Guide to Hypothyroidism. So, to start, a few people that I really respect in the thyroid world are Dr. Reedha, I'm probably horribly enunciating his name, but Dr. Reedha Arem. I believe he works down in Texas at, anyway, he is a very well-respected thyroid doctor, and I haven't read this book all the way through. But I do have the Thyroid Solution from him, and I've gotten most of the way through it, forgotten what I read, I've made notes, I've highlighted, so I've probably started this book 3 times, but I love it. It's not, he is very educated, but he does not speak at the doctor level in this book. This is for the average American person struggling with their thyroid disease and just trying to learn about it. So this is a wonderful book called The Thyroid Solution by Dr. Reedha Arem. Love it. Another one, which, hey, I've started, but I haven't finished, but I've heard nothing but good things about, so I'll probably read it and incorporate it more. But anyway, The Root Cause by Dr. Isabella Wentz, and she is not only a doctor, she's also a thyroid patient herself. So this book is very well respected on the thyroid forums that I'm a member of, so I need to read it, but this is one that I plan to incorporate mostly. Anyway, I'm excited for this book. And then another well-known name in the thyroid world is Mary Shomon, Mary J. Shomon. And I've got a few books from her, and I've actually read more of Living Well with Hypothyroidism. Haven't finished it either. But anyway, that's her name there. She is not a thyroid doctor, but she is a thyroid patient and advocate. So you can find a lot of her articles on about.com, or if you just Google, and not that Google is a blessing and a curse, as is nearly everything you read on the internet, but I do feel that she is grounded in medical research, but she is not a doctor. I admit that, but I enjoy her writing, and you can find many of her articles, and she is very passionate because, like I said, she is a thyroid patient herself. Anyway, so I've got a ton of books. I haven't read all of them. I know I should, but anyway, I don't know how I'll develop the traveling thyroid, I would like to become well versed and experienced and see my personal growth and changes through AIP. And I would also like to share my experiences with you in the sense of when I travel and see different cultures, or, you know, it's daunting, and we don't want to let our thyroid disease overtake our life and deny our happiness. So I still love to travel. I love my job. I don't want to not be able to eat of the local cultures when I travel or whatnot. So please join me on this journey. I hope to post videos, photos. We'll see. But I will put some information down below, and please be kind. This is a new channel and I am new to YouTube. But like I said, I'm Vicky, and thank you for joining, and all right, let's have fun. Thanks for coming to the Traveling Thyroid today. I'll see you later.